Valtteri Bottas tipped to be outclassed by George Russell, he's faster. George Russell has been tipped to provide more competition in the Mercedes for Lewis Hamilton as the team adapts to its new driver lineup. Valtteri Bottas had helped Mercedes to achieve years of dominance, but also had to battle doubts about his ability to win races regularly. The Finn has now moved to Alfa Romeo, and vice-chairman of the all-party parliamentary group on Formula One Lord Peter Hain believes Russell will impress in the Mercedes. He said, "Russell is a huge talent, and I think he will be a real asset to Mercedes. He's faster and more consistent than Bottas was. A couple of Brits at the top in the same team will be exciting and great for the British racing scene." Teammates are always both racing in the interests of the team but also with each other. There's bound to be competitive tension in that relationship, which is probably healthy if it is done properly. We have already seen a glimpse of what is to come from Russell during the Bahrain Grand Prix last weekend. The young Briton was able to finish fourth, one place behind teammate Hamilton, but the Mercedes men were aided by both Red Bull cars retiring from the race. Reflecting on his performance, Russell said, "I made a good start, made up 2 positions on lap 1, felt comfortable in the car but we know where we're at the moment. To be honest, we probably didn't get the balance quite right, but that isn't the main limitation as well. We've got this overarching issue with the bouncing, and I think to come away with a P3 and a P4 for the team is extraordinary. I think we need to be pleased coming home P3 and P4 knowing there is a huge amount of performance there. But we've got to be realistic and recognize we are a long way behind our rivals, so we know there's more to come, but they are a real step ahead of us." Bottas also impressed in Bahrain. He outqualified Russell before securing an impressive 6th-place finish in a car that was expected to struggle. The Alfa Romeo man said after the race, "A good recovery. The start was definitely the weak point of the race and a bit of a disaster. Just massive wheel spin off the line, pretty much cooked the rear tires, and then I was like a sitting duck for the first lap. Something to learn, something to look into. But then when things stabilized, actually I had a good recovery, good strategy and smooth race." Mercedes want to be closer to the Ferraris when they go to Saudi Arabia this week, and team boss Toto Wolff has said they will take a chainsaw to the car. The Austrian admitted he is set to instruct his engineers to cut the rear wing to bits ahead of the next race. He told Sky Sports F1, "It's easier to shed drag off the car because you simply take a chainsaw and cut the rear wing to bits, and so that is what we will be doing for Jeddah. I think we were probably overwinged. We had too much drag, and that is just because we are lacking parts at the moment, and hopefully we can remedy that. It is half or a little bit more maybe of the top speed disadvantage, but we need to really leave no stone unturned on the power unit side. I think at the moment we are 5 and 6, third on the road, and we are trying to recover ground, but it's not going to come from one day to another.